Net dan 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 dan. And welcome back, boys and girls, to everyone's favorite spectator sport, fishball. I'm joined in the booth once again by my loyal and lovely second-in-command, Justin. Justin, tell us a little bit about our next pitcher approaching the mound. I think his name is Vander Decken.
Hola, me llamo es Justin Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramírez. Hoy es un buen día. Pero, ¿qué es fishball? ¿No es baseball? Bueno, ball es ball y ball es vida. No hablo español.
Justin, as always, I love our chats, but I really don't know if telling the world about your aspirations for the art of musical theater is particularly relevant at this point in time. We have a fishball game to commentate. And wait, I don't believe what just happened. Vander Decken pulled an axe out of his back pocket, and now the axe is flying behind him? Justin, what do you make of all this?
Yo no sé, but I think he's just bad, no? I mean, the pitcher is here, the ball goes there. Where is the ball? Why does he even have an axe? What am I watching? What did my agent sign me up for? This gig sucks. I need that agent BoJack Horseman has. That pretty kitty can work miracles. As my American friends say, fuck it, we ball.
Wow, I don't know what to say. Justin, I never thought I'd have to tell you this, but I don't speak French. And I suspect none of the listeners over the airwaves caught much of what you just said to them. I would encourage you to stick to what you're good at and continue speaking in German. We have our largest following based in Switzerland, after all.
¿Qué dices, estúpido? Eres lo que le pasa a este país. No puedo esperar para matar a este gringo.
Now that's the Justin we all know and love. And look, somehow Vander Decken managed to get a complete sweep of the inning when we weren't even looking. The Flying Dutchman's win! Justin, say the line.
Arroz con pollo!
Ooh, it always gets my juices going.
What the fuck was that?
What part was the what the fuck?
See, when we did these practice runs, your last line was just like, oh yeah, I get the juices flowing. This was, you sound like Scooby-Doo on drugs, like,
shit, dude, did I deviate too much?
No, it's perfect.
It's great.
All right, well, you know.
It's perfect just the way it is.
Sometimes
I have to hold back my laughter halfway through.
I hope you all enjoyed my poor rendition of German. You're welcome, Sweden.
Dude, sometimes I listen back to like when we're doing bits, and if I'm not a part of it, like the one that comes to mind is like when you did Stan, Christian, and I just hear you going off, and I could just hear myself in the background just chuckling. I can't hold it back, dude. I let that shit fly. Because it's just too good, man. All right, but yeah, hey, I'm back. How's it going, guys?
Hey, welcome back, Brendan.
I was gone for a couple of weeks. I hope everything's okay. Nothing seems to be torn down or burned to the ground in my absence.
No. If anything, if I remember correctly, we actually what's the opposite of destroy?
Create.
Yeah, we created something.
What did you create?
Cup holders.
Oh.
Right, yeah, I forgot about that.
Is this a bit?
It's become so natural part of my life now that I completely forgot about it.
Oh, okay. So
you should be getting them in the mail in like 2 to 3 business days, you know?
Wait, but I thought you added them to the studio. Like, why is it coming?
No, it's like a personal gift for you. You know, a welcome back gift.
Well, yeah, we had some excess, so we figured we'd just mail them out.
Like just the cup holder. So it's just kind of like a.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
put it wherever you want.
Cool.
Everything's made better by cup holders.
You know what? That's sound logic.
I personally think you should put them on your hips. Christian might have different ideas. I think Devin had his own ideas when he was here.
I think Devin just hated them. Devin just was not about it.
Yeah, that's
for some
true.
reason.
That sounds about right.
Which boggles my mind, honestly.
Like, who hates cup holders, man? Cup holders are
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, since I haven't been here for a minute, do you guys mind if I do the summary?
By all means.
Ooh, yeah. Back at it again this week, we kick things off with the villains giving their evil villain monologue, explaining that their evil villain plan to yeet a crew of human pirates into the palace so that they can open the channel for Horty and crew to invade.
Horty?
In the middle of the explanation,
Jordy?
Horty. I said Horty, didn't I? Did I
It's
not say
Horty.
Horty?
There's no R.
Wait, whoa. There's 100% an R. It's Horty Jones.
Okay. It's Horty. What is your dub doing to you?
What do you mean? What is a dub doing to me? Google his name. It's fucking Horty Jones.
I'm not going to Google his
100%.
game.
I will Google. I will
You do
Google his game.
Google his
I will
game.
Google this game.
Holy shit, English is hard.
That's why I speak German.
Anyway, Horty Jones, whatever. I don't fucking care. Crew to invade. In the middle of the explanation, however, our hero Hachi hobbles his way onto our screens to voice his discontent with the actions of the new Fishman pirates. Hody, however, does not care for the wisdom of his elder and allows Vander Decken to kill him. Hachi manages to escape, but sustains heavy damage as a result. Back on the main island, we rejoin Chopper and Sanji as they finish off a bunch of soldiers. They find Hachi half dead on shore, and he implores them to leave and not get involved with the island's problems so that they don't get canceled on Twitter. What a homie. Amidst the chaos, we check in on the two side questers as they make good progress in their pursuits. Frankie manages to make contact with Tom's brother Den, and Robin has found some information about a poneglyph on the island. As she rides the taxi stream, below her another scene unfolds as Megalo, with Luffy and Shirahoshi in tow, find Sanji and Chopper in town. Big Shark can't take it anymore, and Shirahoshi is revealed to the people. Sanji almost dies again, and Decken shows up only to get bopped by Luffy. Can I continue?
I forgot I called out of work.
Our last stop is back up to the palace where Hody is surprised to meet no resistance from the royal guards. After a brief exchange and some flexing from Hody, Zoro challenges him to a 1v1, but underwater because it would be too easy otherwise. Will it still be easy? We'll just have to wait and see. Incredible. That was a fantastic summary. Even though I botched it all the time. But you know what? That's nothing new for us. So, who
and the fact that I had like 3 alarms going off in the back because, I just keep forgetting to turn those off for some reason.
That's going to be a great bit if Jordy decides to leave that one in.
Your heavy emphasis on Hody as well.
Hody, I'm going to look this one up right now. I got to know, actually.
I thought Justin just did. Wasn't that the point?
It's Hody Jones.
Hody Jones.
That's bullshit. It nonsense.
What do you mean?
Hody Jones. Yeah, your dub's screwing you over.
All right, this is garbage. I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah.
So we watched One Piece
right?
this week. Fucking. We're just hanging. We're vibing. How did you guys? It's been a minute for me. I loved the last steps that I missed. By the way, I was really sad that I didn't get to see the crew adventuring to the bottom of the ocean seafloor. Those were some pretty fire apps. I hope that you guys enjoyed it.
What are your thoughts on our mudman friend foe stowaway Caribou?
Oh yeah, Caribou or Caribou?
That one's Caribou.
Caribou is the mudman. Caribou is the dude
now.
who should be dead in the ocean.
Right, yeah. Caribou is the one that got big fucking exploded.
He parachuted up to the surface.
Along
with the rest of the jellyfish. Yep.
So we have Caribou, who's just, being villain of the week on the side and also kidnapping a bunch of mermaids. Yeah.
And Justin's new waifu.
Yeah, I miss Ishili.
He really likes Ishili, the blue-haired one.
Which one's that?
The blue-haired
She's the one
one.
that Sanji bled all over.
Okay.
I wish I had a better way of saying that, but my brain went there, and that's where we are now.
Justin, that's okay. Here, you're among friends. You can tell me and the world your 2D waifus, and it's a safe space. All right, no one will ever take that.
There's no shame in bleeding unless you're Sanji. Remember that, kids.
I don't feel like he feels shame at all.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
there's no shame.
Can I just?
Unless you're Sanji, in which case you should feel shame.
It might be jumping a little bit forward, but can I just say I don't even care. I know that this bit is old, and at this point in the arc, this bit is stupid. However, the stupid fucking hesitation with Shirahoshi and how much time the anime spent giving Sanji the moment before he turned around, though. Oh, man, that bit gets me every time.
It's
I
funny.
don't even care.
It's funny you bring this up because I remember last night I was in the Discord talking to some people, and there's like a small debate about the fucking stupid ass Sanji bits or whatever you want to call them, gags. And I generally don't like this gag, and that's well established, right? But I'll be honest with you, something about this fucking Shirahoshi scene made me genuinely laugh, and I can't explain why.
It's the overemphasis of what is actually happening. It's this over exaggeration of Sanji being like, "Oh, it's her. She's right.
And
She'll be there if I turn around." Yeah, and Chopper's there like, "No, Sanji, you're gonna die.
You can't do it, dude. If you do, you'll die.
If you don't do it, I'll become backup food because no one else can cook."
I genuinely just like love that moment where Sanji's like, Chopper, if I turn around, will I see the mermaid princess? And he's like, I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, she's there.
But you can't. You can't.
I love how Chopper just has like 2% like belief that Sanji has any type of self-control or willpower. That he's like, yeah, I can tell you the truth, but still expect you to like not commit to your fucking perversive nature or whatever.
And he was wrong.
And he was very wrong.
100%
Sanji
wrong.
pulls that ciggy out in case it's his last. Lights that bitch up and turns the fuck around.
He pulls it out like it's literally the last cigarette he's ever gonna have, and he's like, this is what dreams are made of. I would
be,
it, dude.
I would be lying if I said I didn't laugh at the absurdity of this bit. Last week I was especially against the Sanji bit officially, but the week before that I said if it produces good bits, I'm okay. And 2 weeks ago we had the mock funeral for him.
Yes.
Last week was fucking nonsense because it became an actual plot point. But this went back to the actual funny part of the bit. I can't believe they managed to do it, but they did.
I think what really helps here,
but I did like it.
I think what really helps here is he's not snot rocketing up to the surface anymore. Something about petrification is okay with me.
We got a new symptom here.
Yeah. He returned to what happened when he saw Boa, which is actually really funny because they do say that the only woman, I think, at one point in the series, I forget the exact line, but at one point they compare the mermaid princess to the beauty of the pirate empress.
Yes.
So it's actually
Sanji's like mid-turning, and he's like, they say she's even more beautiful than the most beautiful woman on earth. The pirate princess Boa Hancock. And I had to stop. I had to pause for a second because that fucking frustrated me. I was like, hold the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Shut the fuck up. First of all,
okay,
what is this propaganda we're spreading right now? With all due respect to Shirahoshi, she's a great looking mermaid lady or whatever. And maybe it's just the fact that like her personality screams I'm like 12 to 16, but like Boa Hancock all day. All right, that's all I'm saying. All right. Can't compare it to. All right.
I mean, between the two, I pick Boa, but you also have the giant woman factor in there.
The thing is, he didn't care. He didn't care. I talked to him about this the other week, and he was like, "Yeah, Madame Shiarli doesn't do it for me, and
Shirley specifically doesn't do it for me. Like she has the goth aesthetic, and you would think I would love that because I love that, but I didn't love it, and I don't know why." Ishali, for some reason, love that lady.
I actually love the Charlie aesthetic. I'm here for it. Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's like just drinking a lot of haterade.
He's ass fucking backwards, let me tell you.
He's ass fucking backwards. He's speaking German when he's trying to talk in Spanish, let me tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
I got him with it. We did it. We got there.
I thought it was French.
Even if nobody else thinks it was funny, I'm glad I got his ass. That's all that matters.
Somewhere around the world, there's another human being laughing at our stupid language barrier.
And plenty of others face palming.
Yeah, and plenty of others who are just
if there's any native Spanish speakers out there listening to us, and particularly this episode,
you're welcome.
Feel free to contact me and tell me what a fucking goon I am. Just absolutely berate me.
He loves it.
But moving back. We jumped a little forward. So, of course, we got reintroduced to Hody, who is now our new villain of the week, and Vanderdecken, who are now infiltrating the palace. I believe that these episodes started with the Straws had already kind of like ransacked the place, and Shirahoshi and Luffy busted out the front door or whatever. Am I correct or am I mistaken? I
that sounds correct.
More or less, yeah.
All right, perfect. So when Hody and Vanderdecken want to get in,
It's going to be a long arc, Christian.
It's going to be a long episode.
It's going to be a long episode. When they want to come, knocking on the Ryugu door or whatever, they send a bunch of human pirates into the mix because what Vanderdecken can do is he can, of course, throw motherfuckers or things wherever he has his mark set with the power of the mark fruit, of course. Now, what did we know from last week? Because these set of episodes had like the full reveal, right?
Yes. So this week held the actual reveal of the fruit power, but last week, me and Devin basically worked out the entire parameters of the fruit, as it were. And it turned out to be completely spot on. So
perfect. Good for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like it didn't end up being super hard of a guess. So when it started with both of us being like, well, why the fuck does he have to walk around with a bubble? I thought initially that he was just a neat freak because then he puts the glove on and he then sticks his hand out. I thought he was just a germaphobe, but Devin was like, no, that probably has to do with his power.
And meanwhile, me over here, most people are assuming I'm like trying to play a red herring when in reality I'm just a fucking idiot. I'm here thinking like, maybe Vanderdecken's just like a closeted like racist, where he's like, oh, I gotta shake another fish man's hand. That was what you went
to? That was your default?
That was a little bit too far off,
given the certain themes we've been playing with between humans and fishmen and just the island in general. I'd believe if Vanderdecken's like, oh, a fishman, how do you do? Hold on, let me get my glove.
Wow.
In my bubble. All right, like, listen, there's
the fishman to another fishman, by the way.
Yeah, I want to hear more about Christian now. You can just quiet down for a second.
Okay,
Christian,
I'm the fucking crazy
continue.
one for pointing out social themes that are clearly present in the stuff. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so I initially pointed out the idea of his power, and Devin rode off that, I think is how it went off, and he was like, yeah, that means he probably touches people with his hand, and the hand that he puts the glove on is the one for Shirahoshi.
Wow, look at you guys parsing this one out.
We did not mention, I think at the time we kind of assumed he could only mark one person at a time, so that slight oversight, but I mean, he can do two. The number goes up by two, he can, or two, one for each hand. He specifically refers to it as the memory of each person can be stored in each hand, which I feel like a funny flavoring of it, like calling it the memory.
It's interesting because I guess I don't have the scene like in the forefront of my mind to actually validate, but I think Bon Clay said something similar when he was explaining to the crew his power, when he's like, yeah, I smack you with my right hand, and then my left hand can turn me into you when I feel like it from now on and forever. I have the memory now of your body if I touch you with my right hand. I think they explain it in a similar way here, but okay. I guess maybe don't hold me to it. But I think that was kind of the point, is why they use that particular phrasing.
Right. Fair enough. But where else were we? Yeah, I mean, so that was basically it. We pretty much parsed out the entire fruit last week, so seeing it validated this week was pretty sweet.
So Vanderdecken chucks a bunch of schmucks after teaming up with Hody to overthrow the Ryugu Kingdom and the rest of King Neptune, who does not look anything like King Neptune from SpongeBob, by the way, not even a little bit. There's no resemblance. There's no resemblance whatsoever.
Well, SpongeBob did it first. That's all that matters.
I mean, SpongeBob did be doing it first, though, if I'm going to be honest.
About like a decade, we found out.
Complete with the beard, tried it, whatever. Not the same at all. Anyway,
hair,
moving on.
All the same.
Moving on that. I'm not going to dwell on that at all. Nor do I think that's funny. Nor should I. Of course, Hody and Vanderdecken work together in order to infiltrate the Ryugu Kingdom so that they can overthrow the king. And they use those stupid human pirates. Their aim was like, hey, yeah, so we're going to chuck you into the palace. You're going to open the front door. And if you don't, when you try to escape, we'll just fucking kill you anyway. So you might as well open the door. And they were like, I guess.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll try.
We'll do it then, I suppose. And that's basically what happened. Meanwhile, we've got like 4 side quests happening all at the same time. what I find funny about this part of the arc is that so much of the like plot is playing out, and like the straws are becoming the villain, but by happenstance in a lot of ways.
That's true.
Like not on purpose, but they just so happen to be around. Bad things are happening, and they're like the primary suspects. So by happenstance, they have to overthrow the kingdom and cause a coup when they're really just defending themselves.
Hold on. I think I made this comment last week or whatever. My man Zoro created a hostage situation that did not need to exist. And it feels like you're trying to validate that, and I'm not here for it.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, no one's talking, rationally. Everyone's like speaking with their emotions, like everyone's freaking out. I'm not saying that it's good to overthrow an entire country and basically take prisoner the entirety of the royal family. But I'm also saying that they were kind of an asshole. They kind of started it, maybe.
I wouldn't say they started it at all. I would say Madame Shiarly started it.
I would also say Madame Charlie started it.
These are the facts. However,
she's also like, one of them. Like that's all I'm saying. Like they're on the same team here.
All I'm saying is Zoro said, "Oh, I'm being accused of a crime. Bet hostage situation right now." And I'm like, "Well, we did not need to do this." Even Usopp's like, "Hold on. Wait. We've gone too far. We're committing to the bit a little too strong right now." Zoro's like, "There is no bit. This is real."
This is real life. If they want us to be the bad guy, we'll be the bad people then.
I'll be the best bad guy they were fucking seen.
I do love that throughout the majority of this, you've got just Brook, who's big chillin', by the way. His only goals is to probably see the Mermaid Princess and then vibe. And then Usopp's like, yeah, we'll overthrow this country. And then, like, as soon as Zoro does it for real, he's like,
Chotomate.
Can we fucking not? I'm begging you, dude. So, of course, while main villains are breaking in through the front door, Luffy and Shirahoshi are going to the undersea forest, which we don't really know what she wants to see. Well, we do. She mentioned she wants to go to a grave, right? That was all we got.
Well,
so she wants to go to a
that,
grave.
and then Jinbei explains who it is to himself and also us.
So she obviously now as like by happenstance we parse that she wants to go see her mom's grave, which presumably she hasn't been able to for the last 10 years because a fucking freak and a creep has been throwing fucking axes at her for the last 10 years every fucking 10 minutes, which honestly I respect that. I feel for you, girl. That would kind of fucking suck.
Now the question is Jinbei just really quickly mentions that Orihime, the former queen, princess, whatever, the mom's name. He mentioned that she was assassinated, or at least that's what I put together. I might be wrong on that. I feel like the assumption for me is Vanderdecken killed her, and then
you think Vanderdecken did it?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, why do you presume that?
It fits his fucking MO. He's like, pretty lady. Oh, rejection, murder, because he's a fucking incel.
Well, he hadn't.
Oh no,
he hadn't fully been rejected yet. My initial reaction was that Vanderdecken maybe not necessarily was the assassin, but was involved just because they give the same time frame. So he's been throwing axes at Shirahoshi's front door for 10 years, and Jinbei says that the queen was assassinated 10 years ago. So there would probably be, it would reason out that there's probably some correlation between the two. I just don't know if
she took an axe to the knee.
Yeah, I right. Like she was in Shirahoshi's room one day, like, hey daughter, how you doing today? And then an axe sailed through, maybe by accident, or I mean not by accident, but hit her because it was aimed at Shirahoshi. That feels like a reasonable assumption to me, where Vanderdecken is responsible, yes, but maybe didn't necessarily mean to, and maybe doesn't even know that he did it. So
can I just tell you how much I hate this thought? Because you've basically just validated that when Vanderdecken officially decided to which this is already true, when he decided to make Shirahoshi his wife, she was probably at the tender age of 8 to 10. which is really fucked up when you think about it.
I mean, we don't know Shirahoshi's age, to be fair.
Right, but like
she acts like a child, but she could be like in her mid-20s. We don't know.
I guess that's fair. She could be in her
which
mid-20s.
which would still place her at a too young age. Like 10 years ago from being mid-20s is like 15, 16 years old, but I don't know that 8 to 10 years old sounds a little too low. But
I don't know.
Like weirder things. Weirder things have happened. So, and
like that time
he is a
Sanji
bit of
turned
a freak
to stone.
Well, I feel like that's pretty par for the course at this point.
Yeah. No, we got him. We've got to a point where Christians acknowledged and accepted that weird shit like this happens. Dude, this is great.
Look, man. There's a chick with the power to turn people to stone already. Like the guy spontaneously petrifying himself because he saw a hot chick doesn't mean anything to me
He
anymore.
also lights himself on fire with no significant damage on it.
He does a spin move and lights his leg on fire too. So but it's not even the spin move that really does it. It's the fiery passion held within his heart that is really what's lighting his leg on fire. So honestly, nothing means anything anymore.
Oh boy. I like this note that we got here too. Luffy and Wimp. So we've already decided we're going to call poor Shirahoshi Wimp. I
don't want to.
Okay.
Personally. What do you mean that's her name?
Well, it's her name. It's what she gets called.
That's what Luffy calls her, and Luffy's known to just not remember people's fucking names.
Is it wrong? I feel like it's an apt name.
Wow!
Why are we supporting Luffy bullying this poor girl? She's been through enough.
Luffy's doing more for this chick than anyone has most of her life.
Yes,
he got her out the house.
Also bullying her. Both can be true here.
She's touching grass for the first time in 10 years because of this little goon.
Oh boy!
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Kelp, touching seaweed,
seagrass.
I don't know. Seagrass.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Yeah. I'm just saying I can also be right at the same time. He is both supporting her and you know helping her grow as a person, but also bullying her.
Yeah, I mean, and it's toughening her up. She didn't cry nearly as much in these episodes. Like she starts bawling towards the end, and that's when Sanji sees her. But you know, like she resolves to not move when Luffy tells her to stay put and stand strong, even when she sees Vanderdecken come screaming at her on this coral that he's chucked.
By the way, that's how they caught up, by the way. So after they broke into the palace and Vanderdecken's like, yo, where's my baby at? Freaky, by the way, fucking creep. I think it was Hody that had the bright idea of being like, yo, Decken, just use your power. And
you'll find her no matter where she is. And she's like, you're so smart.
I love this dude. He's like, why didn't I think of that? That's fucking brilliant.
I presume.
Oh my fucking
dumb verbal
God.
take, by the way. I don't know why the fuck that's his thing.
Yeah. So we should mention that briefly also because Brendan's dub has a different version of that.
Yeah, he goes, I suspect all the time, which
I'm not sure which one I hate more.
I'll let the record show. I guess I don't know what thematically I feel like it's the same, but I remember when I watched these episodes in sub, because there was a point in time when I didn't wait for the dub to catch up. This was like one of the first subs I had ever seen was like from the time skip and onward. And I'm pretty sure my sub at the time said I suspect as well, but
maybe it's a One Piece thing.
Man. I don't know. Subs are subs. Who fucking cares? But the dub does go, I suspect. And also, voice actor for Decken is fantastic. I hate everything about him, and it's great.
He does a good job passing that creep vibe, huh?
Oh my God, dude, can I tell you? I don't even need to tell you. Trust me, he is a fucker and a half.
In character, not hopefully in real life.
He's got like a raspy but like lispy sound to him. I don't know how to describe it. He sounds like he's got like a smoker's cough, but also like with a lisp. And he says, I suspect.
What the fuck?
It's insanity.
Interesting
It's
descriptor.
insanity. I love it. I actually genuinely love his stupid fucking VA's like interpretation of Vanderdeck, and it's actually kind of funny. But I digress. It speaks to me kind of like Christian's homie from back in Luffy's backstory. What the hell was that guy's name? He sounded a lot like that.
Oh,
Dogra, right? Yeah.
Dogra. Yeah, Dogra.
Dogra. Right, of course. See, I don't even remember that fucker's name.
Sorry. One-time Golden Ham winner, Dogra.
One-time Golden Ham winner. God fucking damn it, I hate it here. Fucking hate it. But yeah, so we got several side missions going on. That's how Vanderdecken shows up. He goes and he throws a coral, whatever, and then finds Shirahoshi. And then, of course, Shirahoshi also goes like, oh, so by the way, the reason why we're not going to be together is you're not my type. And that apparently killed him or something. He was very distraught when he heard those words for the first time, I suppose.
Like,
all of the village
doesn't
people
rejection
too were
always
like,
hurt? Doesn't it always hurt, Brendan? Knowing,
I mean,
like they always tell you what's
like,
the worst you could say is just no, but it's never just no. All right, there's always something. There's always more words. Sometimes they're more personal. Granted, I think Shirahoshi let him down easy, and he's being a fucking weenie about it.
Yeah,
but it's never just no. All right.
I mean, I feel like that's just it. I feel like he's being a weenie. He was let down very easy, in fact, and for whatever reason, he's taking it very personally by throwing axes and stuff. And he should probably stop that.
I'm not going to say more importantly. Equally as important in my mind, besides Incel Vanderdecken going for the hunt right now, I feel like we should be concerned about Shirahoshi's reasoning of not wanting to marry him. It's like, oh yeah, you trying to murder me for the past 10 years? Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just like, we're not compatible, you know? I'm like, what?
I genuinely think that's why the rest of the townsfolk freaked the fuck out in this scene, because for a split second they were like, that's why you don't want him to fucking follow you around? Not because he's tried to murder you, but because he's not your type? What the hell? Like, girl, get your priorities straight.
Why does it sound like you've considered this before?
Why does it sound like you've actually weighed this option?
Awful. I hate it.
She's like, well, I actually have once upon a time, but he's just not that cute to me.
It's like, listen, when you've been locked up in a tower for 10 years and you don't get to see grass or men for that matter, all right, someone says they like you, you think about it. It's
your imagination runs a little wild, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, here we fucking go. This is a Disney movie in the weights, and I don't really like it.
Surely
like
this is
weird,
one of the many
Rapunzel or something.
Yeah, it's definitely a fucked up Rapunzel.
Yeah, this is fucked up Rapunzel in a nutshell. So moving on from Vanderdecken, of course, assaulting Shirahoshi, we also have Frankie, who's on his side mission to go see his old shipwright master's brother.
His uncle, technically, or
just to find like family in general, I guess.
Family.
So his uncle by proxy.
Family.
Yeah, family. And we meet Den, and maybe you guys didn't get this, but I sure as fuck did. The first thing he says is, "This ship looks like it's made with a lot of manly gusto."
Oh, really? Oh,
that's awesome.
Oh, man.
Fucking of course he said the fucking line. And even Frankie, he said on the side, he's like, man, that's something I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, it's beautiful. Bring a tear to my eye.
Mwah.
What a fucking guy, dude. I fucking love that bit. The scene where him and Den are actually just like vibing, like walking around the ship is actually probably one of my higher feel-good moments in the new like time skip stuff, if I'm gonna be honest. It's just nice to have Frankie have that like couple of minutes, couple of scenes to like vibe check with his old master's family or whatever, and then to find out that Den was also like keeping tabs on Kokoro all that time. Oh, it's very nice.
Also, he just
Very
happens to be
lovely.
chilling in the forest with Jinbei.
yeah, he's also like big chilling on the forest, and then Frankie's like, yo, who the fuck is that guy over there?
He makes a living, he said, out of like scouting or scouring the sea forest. So I guess he scavenges parts or something, maybe. I don't know.
That makes sense.
But the Sunny is also that's just because that's where the way the sea currents work over there. The Sunny washed up over there, so it's just become another thing that is going to amass all of the straw hats at the sea forest for some reason. Because that's basically how this is going right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, who's on their way to the forest right now, out of curiosity?
So Robin's going over there to find the poneglyph that's allegedly there. Frankie's already there.
Did it say the poneglyph was in the sea forest?
I'm pretty sure that's what Robin said. Or like that's what I parsed together.
I don't remember that part. I made the assumption on my own that it probably is in the sea forest, just because the sea forest is, again, clearly being foreshadowed as the thing where we're going all to meet at. I don't remember explicitly being said, but I could just be forgetting that.
That's what I remember. So Robin's on her way there. Frankie's already there. Luffy, Chopper, Sanji are going there with Shirahoshi to see the grave. And then currently, Kami is dragging Nami over to see Jinbei, who's also in the forest.
Yeah, that was a thing too, by the way. I guess like when Hody invaded the Ryugu kingdom or whatever, Nami was like, I'm just gonna fuck off and go to the sea forest now or something. I didn't really get her bit. She was just kind of like,
I don't think One Piece does an amazing job at, due to snips and whatnot, explaining it, but allegedly Nami has understood Jinbei's probably deeply encrypted message of like why no one should fight Hody, and I think she briefly explains it of like, there's more harm done socially fighting Hody because you'd probably make him a martyr. And Jinbei would like to avoid further divisions, further rifts between humans and fishmen, and potentially, fishmen, mer people and whatnot on the island itself.
Yeah, because then at that point she was just kind of like, yeah, I want to go talk to this motherfucker.
She also wants to know, she's curious, like, hey, listen, I know who Arlong was. Arlong's a shitty person. I want to know this Jinbei guy because everyone speaks so highly of him, but if you're running in the same circles with Arlong, I got questions and doubts.
I actually still find this to be kind of fascinating because like she has the same perspective that we have through Arlong's, like, I guess, legacy or whatever, where Arlong's a shitty guy. The only thing we know about Arlong with respect to Jinbei is that apparently Jinbei was like the guy that unleashed him on the East Blue, or so it was explained to us back in the Weiwei days or whatever. And Nami's like, wow, so you let this motherfucker essentially kill my mom and enslave us for 10 fucking years. That was kind of a dick move. Well, what do you have to say about that, my guy? Like, thanks for helping my captain and all, but like, where was that energy back in those days?
Speaking of this, not quite the same, but it's one of the reasons I really appreciated Frankie talking to Den. I liked the kind of like no point explanation of like Den explaining like how fishmen and mer people genetics work, where it's like, yeah, like we don't really look alike even though we're related like directly through blood, and that's just because the way our blood works. If your great grandpappy was a shark man, and your mom is an octopus and your dad's a pufferfish, you can just turn out as a shark man because your great grandpappy was a shark or whatever. And I like the commentary of like, it's really strange how you humans are so divisive amongst yourselves, even though you kind of like all look the same. Whereas we fish people, we're so different despite being related, and like that's never been an issue for us. I appreciate the commentary. I really like I've always been a fan of this in any really media where like, my fiction draws parallels and makes commentary about our social world and the things that go wrong with it and stuff like that. I don't know. It was a nice conversation. I liked it. I appreciated it.
I was actually listening to your guys' episode. Now, I didn't finish it, so I don't know like what your guys' final thoughts was, but it was interesting listening to you guys sort of give commentary on the way that their culture still divides. Like there's still division clearly within their culture. Mm-hmm. And I think you guys, at least on the surface level, sort of separated it as like, well, they clearly still have like a racial division or something. But I think that this scene's supposed to like really reiterate and reinforce. I feel like that their culture does have divisions, but it's not racial in nature. It's only classist in nature, I suppose. Mm-hmm. So they struggle with having like the diverse commerce necessary to allow everyone to live like in these very esteemed locations, and the way you contribute within its own society does weigh heavily on the privileges that you are allotted in life. I don't think it's necessarily has much to do with like essentially the color of your skin or what skin you physically have, but it might just so happen that there is a large portion of X kind of individual that lives in the Fishman district, which is like the super poor area that no one wants to go to because it's like the slums, or if you can actually have a job or afford rent, then you can have like the shittiest apartments in the bottom of Fishman Island or whatever.
I don't know if I'm convinced of that yet. Mostly because of, like, Hody points it out. It's like, yo, you're the king, but like you never looked out for us, and we're out here living in the shadowy slums of Noah.
I'm not gonna like put on my capitalist hat and say like, what are you working? What do you contribute to society? But I will say that they live in a very feudalistic environment, and really, what do they provide to the rest of their culture down there, their society down there? At the end of the day, they're just some schmucks that are bullies in the poorest district in the entire country. So they might be big Angie, and that's fair. They might not be, cared for, but do they give back? No, they're sitting there starting their own little mini revolution, doing absolutely fucking nothing in the background.
Because the patriarchy. I mean, it's not the word I'm looking for.
Here we go.
Hold on. What, the royalty, the reality, the royal family, whatever. The kings and the queens of this fucking island ain't give a shit about the poor fishermen over Noah, all right? And they're sick of it. Bro, we've been dealing with the shits, all right? We've been dealing with fucking humans swimming down here and trying to fucking kidnap us and sell us in the fucking black market. And you ain't doing shit about it. We had fucking Arlong looking out for us when we were little kids. Not you, fucker. Not you, Mr. All-Powerful Champion of the Sea, Neptune. Fuck you. I listen, I'm not saying I support Hody Jones in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying I get it, okay?
Okay, all right.
I'm not a revolutionary, I swear.
He's heated. He's heated.
I said feudalism, and this man was like, well, you want to fucking talk about feudalism, boy.
Eat the rich. Fuck the 1%.
I mean, listen, it's always and forever, baby.
Don't get me wrong, man. Like, I'm all eat the rich here. I'm just saying that in the same token,
you said you didn't want to bring out capitalist Brendan, but you brought out capitalist Brendan and said, well, what do they contribute to this feudal society? Like, why should I protect these poor people? What do they give me? Like what?
I'm just saying, they seem like kind of bullies, all right? They seem like assholes to me. I don't know.
You know what? And I think they should be given a little understanding and maybe even a small pass of being assholes when you're mistreated and neglected.
Get a little pass for being an asshole.
Okay. They're unintentionally, maybe, I don't know, maybe they don't realize the idea that the human pirates coming through was also big for the commerce of Fishman Island, which again, fuck capitalism, sure, but like if their island's not making any money, then everything's just gonna fall to ruin for everybody. So the lack of human shore, I mean, the humans have done nothing across their history but abuse them and discriminate against them, but it, unfortunately, because of the way Fishman Island works, is still a large part of what keeps them afloat, per se.
Or sunk.
Or sunk. Kill me. So, it's a very double-edged sword here. They've got a unique problem on their hands that just requires a delicate touch, not the blunt force instrument that is Hody Jones, and just, I'm going to take over the fucking country, and then I'm going to take over the world. First, the tri-state area.
God damn, first the tri-state area. Fucking hate you. I had a bit, but I forgot my own bit, so I'm going to move on from that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Oh, I remember what else I was going to say. What was his name again? And I was going to make you say Hody.
Hody Jones.
Yeah, Hody Jones. Excuse me. Whatever.
I don't like the fact that his last name is Jones because it just makes me think of a very different, worse Jones in our real world.
Well, they're going off the joke of
voice of one-time gold hand winner dog row.
No, that guy's great.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to hurt you.
I fucking hate you. How did you find a way to bring that in? How did you do it?
Blame Justin. I didn't do anything.
Listen, I may have laid it up. That wasn't the intention. All right, I wasn't even playing ball.
Holy shit. Oh, I hate it, dude.
He brought his own ball and dunked it on me, all right?
Fishball.
Fishball.
All right, I'm losing my train of thought. All right, so Robin's on her way to somewhere to find a poneglyph. Good for her. We love that for her. Nami's looking for Jinbei, and really, I guess that's all they have. Oh, and then Zoro low diffs Hody underwater or whatever.
My boy. Okay, this
allegedly.
is one.
I
Shut
just
up.
want to put this allegedly here
Shut
because they're both
Oh,
bleeding.
no. You're not going to take this from me, you bastard.
I will forcibly if I have to.
No.
This fight is not over.
It's over. He Zoro'd him underwater in his home turf with home field advantage because that's what Zoro does. All right? My man rose up, says, yo, I got to get my crew out of here. I got to fight this man because it's the best option we got. Swim. I bet one sword. Shing. Who's next? Come get some. This your leader?
Hody.
This your
Hody's
man?
still
This your
next.
captain? I just beat him. He even needs to face my
He
captain,
didn't,
even though he's
though.
the main
He's fine.
antagonist.
Hody is not out yet.
Nah.
He hasn't taken the drugs yet, Justin.
He'll never get a chance.
He is right. Yeah, he hasn't taken the drugs yet, to be fair.
Although, in all seriousness, I do love this scene just because, as we've established before, there's always a hierarchy in parallel between like main antagonist always fights Luffy, Zoro, second command kind of thing, always fights the second strongest, and so on, right? And I just like the idea and the opportunity for Zoro to just like get a stab at like the main baddie, like the strongest guy, and like just prove that he probably could beat this guy. Like, yo, listen, if I didn't need to breathe every like 2 minutes, I'd beat the shit out of you. That's all I'm saying.
If I didn't have lungs, if I had gills like you did, let me tell you, man,
this
you
wouldn't
would
even
be
be close.
in a world of hurt.
That's all I'm saying. I do appreciate this.
You know, maybe this fight does end with Zoro having won, but Hody won't be out, and then he'll take drugs and have to fight Luffy.
Oh,
And then Luffy will win.
Look at
Of
you
course.
predicting my One Piece anime like you always do. I'm tired of this.
Can I tell you what actually one of my favorite theories was at this point in the story when I was still like not current with One Piece or whatever? At one point, I remember somebody made the guess that because that octopus guy, the dude with the swords, is apparently like clearly a strong dude. Somebody guessed that Zoro really did take out Hody here, and that the octopus guy would become the new main villain for the remainder of the arc or whatever, which I thought was kind of a fire idea.
What if he was the shadow boss the entire time?
Yeah, exactly.
Vanderdecken was the main antagonist all along.
No, not Vanderdecken.
No,
I know,
no.
I'm just memeing here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why Vanderdeck is fighting Luffy now, because he's the real bad guy. Hody Jones is always second in command, all right?
Mm-hmm.
No, they're
Facts.
equals.
Equals.
Equal.
That's what
We're
they
all
call each other.
friends here.
No, not friends.
here.
Equal allies. They made a deal, and they are equal.
Allies.
Well, I mean, we actually did pretty much cover everything. Do you guys have any like burning things you wanted to bring up before we?
There was a question I wanted to ask because you weren't here when we covered it.
Oh boy,
it's a couple weeks ago by now. So when we do post time skip, a hockey gets slightly different names in terms of translation, where it's not never. It goes from the simple introduction of like armament, observation, and conquers hockey to the color of hardening, the color of blah blah blah, color of the supreme king. I was curious. I once again I fucking forgot to look into this myself. I was gonna ask you if you knew anything about like why that happened.
So, I mean, this is what I'll say, and I think I made this clear to Christian when we talked about before. I don't know anything about the differential between the color of versus just calling. Okay, there are three hockeys: observation, armament, conquerors. They might call it the color of the Supreme King when they talk about conquerors. They might call it the color of armamentation, but at the end of the day, it's conquerors, observation, armament. That's as I understand it. They will simultaneously use, when they use armament, do the whole coating bit where it looks like they're covered in metal, and also sometimes they'll not coat themselves in metal because they fucking feel like it or whatever. And it's kind of annoying because it makes it a little confusing to be able to keep track of when they're using armament or not. But at the end of the day, if you know somebody that can use, if you know there's a character that can use armament, they don't have to coat themselves in the armament physically in order to touch somebody like a Logie or whatever, which is really the only like confusing deviation or whatever from the logic.
Right. The actual the act of using the black coloring, especially for armament, is just for the viewer, more or less.
Pretty much, yes.
No, yeah, I was commenting how it feels silly that they've done this renaming bit with the 3 different types of hockey.
Right, where they go like, well, now I'm going to use armament hockey or whatever, and then, coat themselves in like a giant fucking glove of metal or whatever.
Yeah.
Although, it was kind of fun when he punched the shit out of Surame, though. Like,
no, I'm not complaining about the application of it. I'm just saying when they've literally changed it from armament hockey to color of hardening as the thing they say now, it feels like, well, why did we do this? I don't understand.
Well, that might just be because we went from a different subtitle to your pace. I mean, to be honest, because it's the same thing regardless. I don't think it makes a difference.
No, I get that. The power is the exact same. I think just changing the name is silly.
No, but that's what I'm telling you. I think the only reason the name changed is because the guy who wrote the subs changed the name.
But is that not what your dub says?
This is definitely an official Viz translation,
no,
surely,
call
right?
it armament hockey. They don't call it the color of armamentation or whatever the fuck. I mean, it gets said once in a while, but like, no, if you're reading them say the color of, that's because your One Piece guys were like, the color of armamentation, the color of observation, because it sounds cooler. I don't know.
All right, so what I'm hearing is it is plain translators. Thank you.
It's literally just one and the same. It doesn't make any difference whether they add more words or not. It's still just armament, observation, conquerors. If they throw the color in there, it's because they're trying to be fucking fancy. Who fucking cares?
Viz Media translators, you'll be hearing from my lawyers.
It's not Viz, it's One Piece, because Viz doesn't work for One Piece.
I mean, One Piece is definitely getting from Viz. They didn't come up with it. This is definitely...
You'd be surprised, because a lot of the time they'll be like, I don't like how Viz translated that. Change.
You mean every week when we get TCB scans and someone's like, I like the fans scanlations better. These translators are better. I'm like, okay.
Welcome to the fight and why translating Japanese material is a challenge in a nutshell. Thank you.
Our community
and why
is
it
great.
really doesn't fucking matter.
Our community is great. Actually, hold on. Wait. I need to correct you. So I just, what's the hockey wiki page? And I just clicked on insert whatever fucking hockey I just clicked on. I think it's Conquerors Hockey. Official English name. Viz/Funimation subs currently color the Supreme King. All right. So the color thing is not a fucking One Piece thing. All right.
I'm not saying it never happens. I'm saying that it's not set. It's not called the color of whatever every fucking time. It can be, but if you choose to, it's interchangeable. There's
As
synonyms.
I said before, Viz and now Funimation,
synonyms.
you'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Oh my God, here we fucking go. Listen, you asked a question, I'm trying to provide an answer. All right, they're fucking interchangeable. Like, embrace it or don't. Either way, it's all the same shit. Who fucking cares?
Reject change, embrace tradition.
I'm sorry.
Reject
I don't.
modernity.
I dislike
Return
change.
to monkey.
Return to monkey, indeed, dude.
Chris, you got any questions, comments, concerns?
Not really. I feel like this week's episodes are fairly straightforward in what happens for the most part.
Yeah, you guys I was trying to catch up. I feel like there was a large chunk covered last week.
Oh, it was.
This week was a little light, if I'm
hefty.
gonna be honest. Yeah, there was a lot that happened.
There was a
last
lot of
week
content covered
week.
in last week's set, particularly. Like, Devin mentioned it. He was like, yeah, these episodes just felt longer. And there's the obvious caveat of like, well, before when we did the anime, it was 24-minute episodes, but in reality, you're only watching like 16 minutes worth of content, give or take. Now it's like, well, these episodes have been specially created where it's like, okay, 26-minute episode minus the fucking little bit of outro and intro, you're getting 25 minutes of actual content end to end. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just being like, literally the plot. There was a lot last week. This week was like,
that is also
they're
true.
separated. Yeah, like that's what I'm getting at. But
you should have seen the fucking shit out of me last week. It was huge. I thought I was doing too much.
I can't even imagine. It must have been fucking insanity.
Yeah. Bullet points were like 2 pages of themselves.
But yeah, any other dying, burning things to bring up or whatever?
Do you have any dying, burning things from stuff you missed? If you remember anything?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I mean, did you talk about like how cool it is that they actually brought Vander Decken as the captain of the Flying Dutchman, which I thought was actually fucking wild.
Now, when you say this, are you implying that Vander Decken is like a real person?
I am implying that Vander Decken is a real person.
I am unaware of this fact.
I mean, I guess let me double check and make sure that I'm not a dirty liar. If I'm not
Wouldn't want to
mistaken,
get called out again.
I wouldn't want to get called out again. If I'm not mistaken, Davy Jones was made popular by the general public for the Davy Jones's Locker thing. And when Pirates of the Caribbean was still becoming more and more popular and they included Davy Jones, they simply made him the captain of the Flying Dutchman so that it could make it simpler or whatever. The Davy Jones is still the guy that like transports lost souls between like the dead plane and the living plane or whatever. But I don't believe he was the captain of the Flying Dutchman. I do believe it was Von der Decken. Let me double check. Let me validate. Give me a moment. Jeopardy music begin.
Interesting.
All the listeners out there, get ready to fact check him.
Yeah, I've
Make
never
sure to
heard
let him
that
know
one
he's wrong
either.
in our Discord.
We pointed out the idea that Hody Jones is essentially kind of like Davy Jones's name.
Yeah, that's kind of just, beat us over the head. Obvious, you know what I mean?
Right, but I'd never heard of a pirate named Van der Decken before, let alone it being the original captain for the Flying Dutchman. That's interesting.
If it wasn't in Pirates of the Caribbean, it must not have happened. That's all I'm saying.
I love his name too. He has one of those names that you just have to say the full thing.
Yeah, you can't
Like
just say Vander or Decken. It's Vander
Yeah,
Decken.
it's his name. His name is Van der Decken. The saying just Vander or saying just Decken feels wrong. Like you are misnaming him if you don't say the whole thing.
All right, I will give you a quick snippet. The Flying Dutchman, in European maritime legend, specter ship doomed to sail forever. Its appearance to seamen was believed to signal imminent disaster. In the most common version, the captain, Von der Decken, gambles his salvation on a rash pledge to round the Cape of Good Hope during a storm and so is condemned to that course for eternity. It is this rendering which forms the basis of the opera Der Fingelade Hollander in 1843, which must be some German as fuck play because I cannot say that.
Sounded like French.
By the German composer, Richard Wagner.
Definitely French.
Very much French, clearly French. We've already established that C2 bit in the beginning of the cast this afternoon.
Shout out to
there
Sweden.
you go. Van der Decken is indeed the original captain for the Flying Dutchman. Fun fact.
Interesting. Very cool. I like it. Screw you, Justin.
What?
For not bringing this to my attention last week.
Yeah, what the hell?
What the? What?
You're supposed to be the fact guy.
This is like the best part of the show is when they like bring these random fucking characters in that are like literally just rehashes of reality.
Listen, it's a fucking pirate anime. All right.
Don't give this to me.
Okay.
Don't you do this to me.
Oh my fucking god, this motherfucker, dude.
Not 550 episodes
I need
in,
Devin to
can
come
you
back
go,
so we can
"It's
start
just a
yelling at
fucking
him
pirate
instead, all right?
anime."
I don't enjoy this, all right? Devin, come back here, you coward. This is your job. You get to shit on the
Devin,
show, we
come
get to
back
shit
here.
on you. It's equivalent exchange.
All right. Well, other than that, no, I'm good. I got everything I wanted out of this.
All right.
All right. Well, next week we will be covering episodes 538 to 541 if you want to continue watching along. And moving on to quotes. I've got two. I'll just jump in. My first quote goes to that time that Usopp stole Brooke's bit where he's like, I can't breathe. And he's like, well, you don't have any lungs, so who the fuck cares? You can't drown because you don't have any lungs, Brooke. And he's like, well, that was kind of fucking rude, dude. Like, why do you gotta do that? Like, that's
I
my
think
thing.
I'm going to drown and die. Well, you're already dead.
Yeah, Usopp just straight up goes like, well, you're dead already, so good luck with dying again.
I don't know what I like more. The fact that Brooke is going so hard on all of these missed, like, dead jokes after so long, or the fact that Chopper and now Usopp both have beaten him to the fucking punch on two different occasions. Shit actually fucking it speaks to me on a spiritual level. I love it so much.
But Brooke's too busy dying this time to really be like, hey, that's not fair. That's my line.
That's my joke. You can't take my bit from me, you motherfucker. And then the only other one I have is the time that Chopper was pleading to Sanji, please, you can't do it. Don't turn around, man. And he's just like, Chopper, I need you to be straight with me. She's back there, isn't she? If I turn around, I'm going to see her. Chopper's like, yes, but you can't. I'll never get over it. All right, I'm good. That's it.
I went through most of these episodes without really having too many quotes. The only one that I wrote down was when they're getting they're getting shit on by the townspeople for they're being accused of having kidnapped the other mermaids and stuff like that. So they're throwing stuff at Sanji and Chopper and Hachi. And somebody throws a basically full bottle of wine, and Sanji catches it with his foot, flips it up, catches it with his hand, and goes, "Hey, there's still some left in this. Don't you fucking waste it."
I couldn't agree more, by the way. I'm like, what the fuck? You animal. At least fucking finish the bottle off before you throw it at me.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, though, he's kind of fair, though.
Yeah, he's very right. I agree with Sanji.
Don't waste good food. Think about all the starving kids in Noah.
Mm-hmm. They could have eaten that glass.
Oh, jeez.
That's it. That's all I got.
I did not get a chance to write any quotes down, unfortunately. There are just lots of good moments, though.
All right. Well, then moving on from there, we have the golden ham. Can I please? I beg you. I have a pick.
I'm concerned already.
All right.
I really just want to give it to Den for the gusto, dude. Can I please? I'm begging you, dude. I need this in my life.
You know?
All right. I was going to say, this feels like once again, we come together for a set of episodes where it just feels like so much has happened across the board that not one single individual super duper stands out to me. I don't know if anybody else feels the same as me.
I'm simple, man. I hear gusto. I pick gusto.
Doesn't mean I want to give it to the meme pick.
It's not a meme. It's gusto, dude. Like, what are you talking about meme?
I don't know. I look at
lifestyle.
Dan. It just looks like a meme.
Damn, dude, that's fucked up. What the hell is this? This arc is supposed to be about acceptance of people and not discriminating. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, actually, wait a minute. I'm with Christian on this one. The dichotomy there.
Whoa, easy. I'm just saying he looks funny, all right? He's got one of those faces.
When you jumped in, Christian, you were like, that's fucked up. It was a little distracting, I'm going to be honest, but it was fire anyway.
Christian took that personally. I'm not really sure why. What happened?
Gusto, man. It's Tom's brother.
I think everything fell apart when you heard feudalism and you were like, how dare you bring capitalism back into my anime? I have things to say.
I've been here critiquing and deconstructing this shitty, flawed system, and you dare try to support it in my One Piece anime? How dare you?
All right, well, give us a pick then.
I was thinking. I'm trying to think of that now. I don't know who I could give it to. There's just so much happening across the board.
All right, I vote for Den.
I was probably just going to default to Den anyway. I'm like, listen, I can't pick anything. It's either I join the crowd or I'm left out on the cold. Might as well join them.
If you wanted like a secondary pick, I'd be open to giving it to maybe King Neptune or something for, trying to save his goons or something. Plus, he was kind of funny when like Shirahoshi got kidnapped and Usopp and then we're like, we didn't fucking kidnap her. And he was like,
nah,
you're
it was
all
Straw Hat
liars.
Luffy.
I know you did it. You have no idea, dude. It was kind of a good bit, I guess.
It's kind of funny how they're all denying the accusations. Meanwhile, Luffy, like, he didn't kidnap her, but like...
But then he shows up and with Megalo, and Megalo spits her out on the ground.
Okay, you know what? No, I got a real golden hand pick now. Fucking Megalo. My man has been gagged for fucking 2 weeks in a row, trying to be the biggest, best homie to this poor girl. And he just... He reached his limit. He had to cough up his homie, and it feels like everyone's just kind of giving shit for it. All right, Megalo is the best homie in this fucking island.
That
all right?
is kind of a good point.
Can I be 100% honest with you? In my heart of hearts, I wanted to deviate from Megalo. I knew that if his name was brought to the table, you guys would fucking go in on it.
And you are goddamn right.
I knew you motherfuckers
I don't know
up.
what the fuck's wrong with me, Justin. I don't know how I didn't think of this. I vote for Megalo, baby.
Baby!
Damn it. Despite my best efforts to deflect. Swear to fucking God. All right, Megalo wins then. Somebody fucking put it in the sheet.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, boy. All right, well, go ahead, Christian.
I don't know a more appropriate time to do this So just gonna do it. There's no fan mail. There's no Patreon shout outs. Nobody loves us anymore. I'm just kidding. Everyone loves us.
Yeah.
I don't know when other time to fit this in, so I'm just gonna do it before the grab bag. A few weeks back now, Justin gave me two presents. In fact, the first of I think they're both they were both shirts. Correct me if I'm wrong. The first one I was allowed to open. It was a shirt with Nami's wanted poster on it.
Pre-time skip.
That's cool.
Pre-time skip. Obviously not
that's
post.
Still fire. Yeah.
It was nice. He gave me a second one and was like, don't open this because it's spoiler.
Okay.
So he gave me a time bomb as a gift and I had to resist up until this point. So now I figured for the fuck of it, because he told me it's okay to open now. And then he was like, wait, this is podcast material. I went, oh, that's a good idea. Also, excuse any bag opening ASMR real quick.
Okay, so just to clarify, you have a present from Justin that you do not know its exact contents of, but up until now it was spoilers.
Yes.
That is correct.
And you are
he
are
knows
now
it's a
doing
t-shirt. That's about it.
I know it's a t-shirt because he told me that before, and now I'm going to unveil it to myself and live react to it.
Okay, perfect. I'm
Great
here
for
it.
audio podcast platform.
Great for audio
audio-based
podcasts. So again, excuse bag opening ASMR real quick. If it comes through, I don't know. Maybe Dylan's a fire editor and does something with it, but probably not. I've
Watch
got
it
it.
still
I've got
be
the
fucking
backside.
spoilers.
I've got the backside.
Wow, that's impressive.
I'm flipping it over. Hell yeah. How did you even know?
Is it Soul King?
It's Soul King Brook.
I knew it, dude. In my heart of hearts, I knew it was going to be fucking Soul King.
He didn't even know. This wasn't even I didn't even know about this back then. I didn't even know I was going to love Soul King Brook this much.
I walked into this fucking little shop or whatever. They just had a fucking like One Piece shit like at the fucking door. I was like, damn, that's a really good Nami shirt. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just like the art. And then I saw the Brook one. I was like, oh, this is fucking good. I was like, everyone likes Brook now.
Ooh.
Surely everyone just likes him more. I was like, Christian's going to love this. I know it. It's a matter of time.
That's so good. It's his, this is like the concert poster too. Unless this actually ends up being his wanted poster. I don't know. It does have his bounty under here. It's got 83 million berries.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious, actually.
I don't know. Is that his post time skip one? I don't remember. I don't think he was worth that much before. I think he was it like 30 million or something like that. Maybe. I don't remember.
I don't remember to be.
I don't
honest.
feel like he was worth. I don't feel like he was worth 83 million before. But
my man's worth more than 83 million in my hearts.
Oh, absolutely. Damn, bro, that's sick. I love that. Sweet.
Sick,
Soul
dude.
King Brook shirt too.
If you want to see what the shirt looks like, Chris is going to take a picture of it and then post it on our Discord. So join our Discord.
I'll put
Face
it on
reveal too.
I'll put it on the Twitter. Yeah, along with the whole face reveal and everything. Fun, crazy.
Just go all in.
I'll put it on the Twitter and I'll give it to somebody who can put it on the Instagram too. But yeah, that's been your unboxing video for the week.
This has been Unboxing with Christian. Thank you.
Not a new segment, by the way, but I mean, it could be. You know, if we ever put a PO box in, I'll open some shit.
I mean, honestly,
I have a box cutter. I'll open anything.
I don't need a box cutter.
In fact, I know a guy that works at FedEx, so I can hook you up for with any boxes or whatever.
Word?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll need his name later. I've got a lot of things to ship.
I think his name was Chris. I feel like I know. We're talking about the same guy, right?
No, it is not that guy. It's a completely different guy.
Different guy?
No, you're thinking of Frank.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Frank. I'm trying not to break. And it just hit him way harder than it hit me.
Yeah, it took you a second to get that one through your head, huh?
All those wondering why the fuck we're laughing,
don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't.
No. Did we do a?
No, it was
Don't
never
worry
featured.
about it. Moving
It wasn't
on.
recorded.
That's
That's an inside story.
Well, no, it's not an inside story. It was never featured on this channel, though. I was on Panda View.
Go watch our Panda View episodes and figure out which episode it was, and then come back to us.
Anyway, moving on. The grab bag. Fuck, I'm distraught. I'm at a loss.
Yeah, as it happens, the bag that Justin gave me the shirt in is also the grab bag.
Wow, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, fair enough.
Reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Yeah, I don't know how he predicted all of this stuff. I think Justin's got some kind of third eye now that we don't know about. But
are there more shirts inside the bag?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, actually, I'm realizing now that there was more than just the one shirt in there.
Oh shit!
So I guess I'm just gonna pick a shirt at random. Let me just.
Yo, dude, if you find one for Sniper King though, can I? Can you cop that?
I will send it over. I'll get a box from Frank.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
I've got a shirt here, neon pink. Okay.
Right. Okay. Beautiful.
All right. Shirt's coming out. This one says recommendation on it.
Hey, and I think that means it's my week. Am I not mistaken?
I believe it is. We are at the top of the order. Yep.
Hey, it's my recommendation. And, they already know I'm going to burn my recommendation on something that you should all be watching anyway, because it's fucking fire. I've been watching Last of Us on HBO recently, still airing, by the way, as of the making of this episode. And I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is 100% fire. I love every bit of it. I think the only shortcoming might be episode 4, but that's still like an 8 out of 10. Every single episode I've watched more than once, probably twice at least every one. And I'm having a great time. If you're a fan of the game, highly recommend. If you're never played the game, the show is fantastic. Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey are fantastic in their roles. I had a great time. And if you want even additional content, it's even more fun to listen to the supplementary podcast that goes over all of the inner makings of the show or whatever, hosted by Troy Baker, who, if you know anything about the game or whatever, was the original Joel. He hosts it alongside Neil Druckmann and Craig. I always get his last name fucking wrong, and it's Craig like Mazon or something like that, or like Mazer. He's the guy behind Chernobyl, some HBO exec. All three of them are delightful, and I am having a great time with the show and the supplementary podcast, and you should all go watch it. It's great. Thank you. That's my. That's
what I'm here for. I'm here for the supplementary podcast action.
we were literally talking about this. I gave this exact pitch to Jordy and I were both in the same room. We gave this exact pitch, and then Christian's like, "Podcast though?"
Yeah, someone say podcast.
He's
From
like, I'm going to watch
room.
the show. I'm going to watch the show just so that I can buy into this podcast, though.
Yeah, facts.
Fucking incredible. Highly recommend. Fantastic content. Great show. I cannot wait to see its conclusion. I mean, we all know where it's going, but sometimes it's about the ride. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the whole thing to end. I'm a binge watch guy. I almost hopped on because Jordy, another binge watch guy, was also like, dude, this shit is, I can't wait. I can't do it. I've got to watch it week to week.
Dude, now, I got to watch it week to week.
I make exception for Jordy betraying me on this because Last of Us is literally Jordy's favorite thing ever, maybe ever. So I'm not entirely surprised by this turn of events, but I'm going to stick tight to my guns. I've only got like another month of waiting it now at this point. I think, what did episode 5 or 6 just drop? I don't remember.
I think 6 dropped out of 9 actually. So there's really only 3 left.
Oh, I figured it'd be the standard HBO 10.
I might be a liar on that. I thought I remember reading 9, but I could
either
be
way. I've got about a month to go before I could indulge myself. And by that time, there'll be plenty of podcast episodes to stack up on, also, which would be great.
Yeah, so the podcast is pretty fire, actually.
I'll be definitely looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, that's it. That's my pedestal. That's my soapbox. I'm stepping down.
Okay, Justin, why don't you step up there and do the thing then?
God damn it. As Devin's advocate, if you'd like to, reach out to us on social media, you can do so on Instagram and Twitter at Panda Sightings. If you wish to send us emails about anything you want, you can do so at pandasightings@gmail.com. If you wish to join a beautiful community of people, you can do so on our Discord. And if you wish to financially support us, we have a Patreon. You can find the link to all those things in the description of this podcast episode, as well as the bios of our Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, thank you for listening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So about this supplementary podcast stuff, you think we do like a panda view do a One Piece with Lime After Dark kind of thing? You know, like behind the scenes.
What?
No.
You want to do a supplementary podcast to the podcast?
I mean, like it's a show about another show, and we already do one show. I might as well do another show about the show we already do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when we reach the end of One Piece, whether that's we just catch up to whatever's current, or the show is actually done miraculously by that point, then we go back and we react to our old content. Like we watch, we listen.
That's how you keep this content machine going, people.
We listen to
never run out. We'll just react for the rest of time.
Podcast.
You know, the best part about that too is that it basically becomes like a pyramid scheme over time, right? So we review
exactly
however many episodes of the anime, but then when we review we review however many episodes of the podcast. But then when we go through all those episodes, we review however many episodes of that review. And then eventually we just review like 2-episode long content.
Yeah. Eventually it shortens and shortens and shortens until eventually we do one episode on everything we've ever done. It's like 4 hours
it's
long.
Our retirement.
That's it. Yeah. We're all like 85 years old in retirement homes. And then it's our last hurrah, and then we all die afterwards because we're in a death cult and we sacrifice our lives to Satan or something, or the One Piece. Who knows?
Classic.
Oda. We sacrifice ourselves to Oda.
This one's for you, Oda.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Anyway, you guys catch that fishball game last night?
What is even fishball? I don't understand what the fuck I watched last night, actually. I mean, I'll bet on anything.
Wait, are you on the sports betting game, Justin? Dude, you shouldn't do that. That shit's kind of toxic.
Is this the guy saying he's also betting on it? I don't know. Telling me I shouldn't bet?
Well, I mean, I have a problem, all right? And I accept that. So
at least the first step is acceptance. Admitting
I embrace my shortcomings.
Flaws make for good villains. Wait a minute.